guys, welcome back. And today is today's just a chat day. It's Friday, so I thought today I would talk to you guys a little bit about some of the TV shows I've been watching, and I also have a Lucy story for you guys that just happened the other day. So I thought I would share that with you because it was pretty funny, and Brian and I have been laughing about it, although he was a little upset because I hurt myself, but other than that, it was funny. So anyways, and I promised you guys that I would bring Petey in to meet everybody. So this is a little Pete. Pete is, can you look up there, buddy? Can you look? Hi, baby. I know, sugar. Petey is 17 years old. He's our oldest, and he hurt his leg. And I think I told you guys, well, you know what? I don't think that got uploaded because I've had such a problem with this new camera trying to get acclimated. He hurt himself and he can't walk anymore. And so we ordered him a wheelchair. They make dog wheelchairs. So we ordered him this wheelchair, and so far he's not liking it. We've got 30 days, and if he doesn't take to it and he doesn't like it and he doesn't, then it's just going to go back. But good boy.
Doing it. Go, boy.
Come this way. Come here.
Mama did it right. Way to go, Mama. Woohoo. Look at that, buddy. Good boy, Petey. That's impressive.
He's going pee-pee. Good job, boo-boo. Good job. But, yeah, we got him in a wheelchair. So, we're trying, but right now he's not really happy about it. And he's not comfortable sitting in my lap. So, I'm going to put him, he has a little stroller that we got for his sister when she went blind, so that she could go on walks with us, because she was unable to walk with us because she couldn't see, and so she was uncomfortable, but she did like to just smell and go. So we got this little doggy stroller, and so now Petey's using it because we kept it, because we knew sooner or later it gets all passed down. It's like having children where they pass the leashes down and whatever from being little to big, and they all end up using something or other. So anyway, so I'm going to put Petey back in his little stroller, and then we're going to chat. Alright, so one of the first things I will tell you is, I'll tell you my funny story and what happened to me the other night. Brian was asleep. I went to put his laundry into the dryer, and I had taken all of his clothing. I just realized I never did my eyebrows. Oh well. I had taken all of his pants that he wears for work. He wears khakis. I had taken all of them and stuck them in the washing machine instead of like leaving one pair or whatever. I thought, you know what, I'm going to just knock all of these out and make sure everything's clean. So I stuck them all in there and did them, and I put them in the dryer. I turned the dryer on. I heard this poof, and I'm like, oh my God, what was that? You know? So I'm looking, I look around, and I can't figure out what's going on. And I don't know what made me look behind the dryer, but I looked behind the dryer to see what was happening. And I don't know what you call it, the little funnely looking thing, tube that comes off the back of the dryer that goes to the vent that goes outside, had popped off the back of the dryer. And I was like, oh great, now what am I going to do? And I didn't want to wake him up because he was really tired, because we've had some late nights because of Petey, because he got sick from the medication they gave him, from the steroids and stuff. They made him sick from for his leg, and so we were in and out to the bathroom like every hour on the hour, if not more. And so the whole house was up and had been up for 3 days. So I was trying to be nice and not wake him up because he had to get up and go to work. So I think to myself, okay, I know I can't pull the dryer out, but dryers aren't that heavy, are they? So I'm going to try. I'm going to give it the old college try. And if I can't do it, then I'm just, I'm going to stop. So I went to pull on it, and it was moving like really easy, and I thought, oh, maybe I can do this. And then I realized that I wasn't really moving the whole thing, that I was pulling the dryer off. It's on a pedestal. So I stopped. And then I'm looking around and I'm like, okay, there's a shelf in between our freezer and our dryer. The shelf's pretty wide. If I empty that shelf and pull that shelf out, maybe I can squeeze in there, put this back on, and then I can dry his pants and everything will be okay. Because I didn't know if I dried with that tube not on, I mean, there's a reason that goes outside, right? So I thought if fumes, or I didn't know. I don't know. Do you guys know? So I emptied the shelf off. I pulled the shelf out. I pulled it out. I couldn't get it all the way, so I kind of had to climb over the shelf, which was a joke in the first place. But I was hanging on to the dryer and hanging on to the freezer, and I got myself over the top of it. And this leg is, as you guys know, I'm handicapped, and this leg doesn't work properly, so I was having to like lift it with my hand and maneuver it over. And I got back there and I was so proud of myself. I was like, yeah, I made it, I can do this. So I get back there, and I didn't think to take equipment with me. I know, crickets, right? So I get back there, and we bought the dryer used from someone else. They had put that on there, and they had used like Scotch tape. Seriously, I swear, I'm not making this up. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I had forgotten that we had got this from someone else, and I thought Brian had done that. I was so mad at him. I was like, oh my gosh, how could you do this? This is, this is so wrong. So I get back there and I'm like, it won't stay on, it won't stay on. And then finally I found this piece of wire. I don't know where that came from while I was back there. You know how stuff's just behind your dryer, you don't know where it comes from. So I took the wire and I wrapped it around, and then I stuck it in this hole and bent it, so it kind of held the tube on there. So by this time it had been about an hour that I was back there messing around with this, and I was starting to hurt. I was like, okay, I got to get out from behind here, or I'm really going to be in trouble. I'm not going to be able to move tomorrow. So I start to climb out from back there. Not happening. I didn't think about the fact that once I got back there, there's a wall, and there's not as much room for me to scoot back to get my leg up over this thing. And yeah, so at this point I'm trapped behind the dryer, and it is 2:30, I think, in the morning. So I'm hollering, Brian, Brian, Brian. I'm like screaming at the top of my lungs. Nobody hears me because he wears earplugs, and then he puts a pillow over his head. He's not hearing nothing. Plus it's all way off in the other room. So I'm like, I can't sleep back here. I can't do this. So I keep trying, and finally I give up after a little while, and I just sit back there, and I'm like leaning and doing this number back there. And by this time I'm really starting to hurt, and I'm like, oh God, I've got to get out of here. So I finally I said, okay, I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to do this one more time, see if I can get out of here. So I tried one more time, and I finally got out from behind there and got my leg up over. But by the time I got out, when I looked at the clock, it was 5:20 a.m. So I essentially spent the night behind my dryer. So that's my Lucy story. So the moral of this story is, if you are alone, or if your husband is sleeping, don't climb behind your dryer, because you might get stuck. It happens. It happened to me. Okay. So one of my favorite new shows has just started back up, and that is Shades of Blue. Do you guys watch that with J-Lo? Love that show. So that has started back up. The new Chrisley Knows Best has started back up. Love that show. That man just cracks me up. I don't know if y'all watch him, but his little zingers that he comes back with, I don't know how he comes back with that so quickly. I mean, he's just like, he is witty as, I don't know. But the kids are a lot like him, so it's really funny. I like to watch that show just to laugh. Brian gets irritated by it, but I think it's funny. But anyway, maybe I have a sixth sense of humor. The other one that I've been loving, that this one I think is over and we're going to have to wait for it to come back, but is, have you guys been watching This Is Us? That show's a killer. Oh my gosh, that's the best show. I mean, it's just got everything in it. And it is gut-wrenching at times, and I'm just loving it. I really like it. Another one that I watched for a little bit, and I'm not sure if I like it or not. I'm trying to decide if I like it. Is, I think, that show Shooter. Did you guys see that? That one also is, it stopped a while back, and now they're doing like the reruns or last season, so I think they're getting ready to go at it again. But Shooter, and I watched it, so I guess I liked it. I mean, I don't think it was one of my favorites, but I liked it. It was kind of exciting. Speechless with Minnie Driver. Do you guys watch that? That's pretty funny. She's pretty hilarious in that show. It's pretty funny. And then, of course, an oldie but a goodie. And I saw that they're going to start this one back up, which I was really excited about. And I never understood why they ended this show, because it's still playing on that. We have DirecTV, so it plays on that audience channel 101. If you have DirecTV, you know what I'm talking about. I need a drink. I'm drinking pomegranate vitamin water today. So, but that is Prison Break. Do you guys like that one? I've always loved that one, and now I can't think of the guy's name. What is his name? It's like Worthington or Wintington, or the lead character, the guy. I always thought he was really cute, and he played the lead really well. And his brother Lincoln, you know, he's easy on the eyes too. It's a good show. I like it. Too Close to Home with Tyler Perry. Have you guys caught that one? What can I say about that show? I am sitting there watching it every episode. The acting is horrendous. I cannot figure out for the life of me why I keep watching this, other than there's one guy on there that is just so cute and good looking. But at the same time, and I said this to my friend Amanda, and she watches, so she's going to comment. I know she is. I said to her the other day, he kind of reminds me of Jesus. And she goes, okay, that's weird. That's really weird. I'm like, too far? Too far? Yeah, too far. But he does. He's like a really good-looking Jesus. I don't know. That's what he's got, long hair and a beard, and I don't know what it is, but that's what he makes me think of when I see him. But I like the storyline behind the show. But some of the acting is just bad. It's like, I think to myself, I could probably do that better. I couldn't, but you know how you think that? You think, oh, I could do better than that. The Middle, that's been on for ages, and the kids are all growing up, and they're getting too old, but I still love that show. And Rick is still hilarious, and no matter how old he gets, he still is this quirky little funny guy. And Sue, love Sue, because Sue is just comfortable in her own skin. She just does her own thing. She does whatever she wants. She doesn't care what people think. And we should all be a little more like Sue, I think. But love Sue heck. The Voice. I had not been watching The Voice, and I just started watching it. And I love the interaction between Gwen Stefani and, I'm going to lose it right here. What is his name? You guys know. Her honey. Oh my God. And also between Adam and him is hilarious. Just the back and forth between those two. I watch it more for the interaction between the judges than I do the singing, I think. The other night when I watched it, he was giving Adam a hard time about his sweater. And telling him that, what always he say? It was a blue and white striped set sweater. And I don't know, there was a bunch of zingers going across, but it was pretty. And he told him he looked like a granny in that sweater. And I was laughing because I have a couple of sweaters that are like that I think I look like a granny in them, but they're just cozy and I love them and I wear them anyway, but not on TV. So, another one that I have been watching that I think I like it, but I'm not sure. I'm still on the fence with it. Is The Colony. I don't know if you guys have caught that one. It's where basically aliens have come. I missed like the first piece of it, so I'm not really sure everything that's going on. Which I really want to go back, and I need to do that. Get on Hulu and go back and look at the. But I think aliens came in and took over the planet, but now the humans are running it. But it's basically they colonized it, and they just found out that, and I hope I'm not spoiling it for anybody. So if you haven't watched it, plug your ears up. But they just found out the other day that they're basically a worker colony, and that as soon as they get what they need or whatever, that they're going to all be exterminated or terminated or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, watching that one. Another one that I have been watching that I like a whole lot is Star. Have you guys been watching that one? I really liked it in the very beginning. The first few songs that they sang in the very beginning, I was like, oh my God, this is great music. I really like this. As the show has progressed, they brought in some different elements where, you know, first of all, the two girls were abused. They were in foster care. So there was that. It's like, enough is enough. But now, you know, the girl got into a relationship with this football player, and now he's abusing her. And I'm like, okay, she's already been through that enough. We don't need to do that anymore. And, you know, there's just a bunch of stuff going on. And Queen Latifah is in it. And but the singing, the songs they're singing now, I'm really not digging it. Like their very, very first song that they sang, and you guys let me know if you agree. The first episode and the very first song that they sang, well, no, it wasn't the first episode, it was probably the second, was when they went to the football player's house, and they had those little sequin dresses on, and that song they sang was like amazing. Love that song. But now it seems like the songs are getting worse and worse. So, I don't know. The next one is Major Crimes. And this basically, I think, is kind of a spin-off from, oh Lord, I can't remember the name of the show. And the actress was married to, the lead actress was married to Kevin Bacon. I know you guys will know, and I just can't remember. But that show's over, and this show is kind of the same, and so they have a different person in there, but they have all the same people doing the background pieces or whatever, the detectives and stuff, except for the lead guy who was in charge of everything. He's not there anymore, so I don't know, but I think it's the same show, but just different. They tried to keep it going, and I do like it. I do enjoy it because it's very much a drama and a mystery, and I like that kind of stuff. And they usually have me fooled till the very end, which is hard to do because typically I figure it out and I get upset if I can figure it out before the end. I don't like it, but usually I don't figure it out with this one, so that one's a good one. Oh my goodness, Lethal Weapon, best new show ever, I think. If you guys haven't caught that one, or if you are watching it, isn't that the best show? It is so good. It's funny, it's witty, it's got action in it, it's got police drama in it, but not so serious that it's real ugly and bloody, and I just think it's a really good show. So if you're watching that, let me know what you think about it. And if you haven't, you should catch it. Catch a couple of episodes. You'll really, really like it. And then an oldie but a goodie that Brian and I watch together all the time is NYPD Blue. I don't know if you guys watch that or not. But we just love that show. And we find it humorous, the things that they get away with that wouldn't fly now. And the way they talk to the perps and the things that they say. We just find it humorous to go back and watch this. And it's like, oh, that's so inappropriate. They can't do that, These are just TV shows. I have a whole big old list of Netflix that I like, that a lot of them are they're a series and then they get so far, and the only thing I don't like about that is that a lot of times they do these series and they do like 2 seasons and you're waiting for that 3rd season, and then they decide, oh, we're not going to come back with it. The least they could do, in my opinion, for all of us is to do 1 episode and wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave us hanging out here going, oh, what happened? Don't you agree? Or is it just me? I just don't, I just don't. Anyway, this video is getting too long, so I'm going to wrap it up. But what TV shows do you guys really, really like? Am I missing out on something fantabulous that I need to be watching? If I am, please tell me so that I can add it to my list. But I just shared with you some of my favorites and some of the things that we watch that we like a lot. I just started watching the Shadowhunters because it's got everything. It's got vampires, it's got werewolves, it's got they have like superpowers. I get sucked in. I watch it. I can't help it. I don't know. I know. Junk TV. But for me, and I don't know if it's the same for you, it's an escape just to get away from the day-to-day crap that's going on and the problems and the issues and the politics and the this is and the that. I just need to get away sometimes. And so that's how I do it with the television. So share with me, what are your favorite TV shows? What shows are you ride or die on? And if I'm missing anything, let me know, because I want to know. And excuse my nose today, it's all stuffy. The pollen count here is like through the roof. Yesterday I had to take my contacts out and just wear my glasses. I couldn't even function. My eyes were swollen, and I shot that video anyway, and underneath my eyes were all red and scaly, and they're better today. But yeah, so share your TV shows with me. Let's talk about them. If you've got questions about anything that I talked about, like when does it come on or whatever, just shoot me a message. I'll let you know. And it was great talking to you guys today. I am enjoying being back and chatting with everybody, and I hope you are too. And you guys go out and touch the world with love, and I will see you soon. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Mwah.